This was a bad first episode. Like, it was so bad. Like, okay. It's not the fact that there was live action or anything. That doesn't bug me, honestly. That really doesn't bug me. It actually, I'm fine with it. What really bugs me about this first episode is how bad the writing is and how unbelievable the characters are. Like, the entire image of this episode is set out to make gaming or anyone that is on the internet look really bad and pathetic. That's what this series is trying to do. Now, in a way, that's what the series wants you to think, because that's what the series is about. It's to, show that, these people that browse the internet too much, they need to go into rehab and then correct themselves. And that's what the series is about. It is. It's about internet addicts that need to go through rehab to get back into reality and no longer, be connected to the internet whatsoever. And in theory, it's understandable, because some can take gaming or internet, social media too seriously, which is understandable. It is. And I could see why some things like this could exist. And actually, I want to admit something. Apparently, this series is based off of, rehab centers in China. Now, I could be wrong about that, but that's what I have heard. So, apparently China has something very similar to this, to where there's people that are addicted to the internet, and then they throw them into rehab, and then they go through their treatment to be able to get away from the internet. And so, basically, this is a real-life depiction, or maybe more of an extreme depiction of what happens in these actual internet rehab centers in China. Now, in terms of the writing and characters, what I don't like is just how the characters are so obnoxious, because the way they actually act, it's so unrealistic. It's unrealistic by the way they act, because if they're acting like, they're in a separate fantasy world or something as soon as they wake up, then it's not internet rehab they need mental help, okay? It's not internet rehab. They need actual mental help, okay? They need real help, not something that's like, oh, they're addicted to the internet and they think that they're in a fantasy world or something. Just no, I'm sorry. And it's not even that, okay? The character's acting like that, like I said, it's just so obnoxious and over the top, it just doesn't make sense. And then, the answer to correcting internet addicts, okay? The answer is to beat them black and blue. I'm not even joking. That is the answer. That is the answer to fixing them. Do you not see the problem there, okay? Beating someone black and blue until they give up gaming, until they give up the internet. That's not gonna work. No. Yeah, you'll probably traumatize them. Oh yeah, you're gonna give them more mental issues, because, if they already believe that they're in a fantasy world when they wake up, okay, they obviously have something going on wrong in their head, okay? They got a few screws loose. And so, automatically, you beating them is not gonna put those screws back in their head. That's just gonna unturn some more screws and then make them go a little bit more bonkers. Maybe they might not like games or internet anymore, but in turn, they are gonna do something even more bizarre and weird, because that's not fixing them. Giving them trauma does not fix anything whatsoever, and that's what they're doing. They're traumatizing these kids and beating them. So I'm just gonna say right now that the writing to the characters are just so bad. In theory, or on paper, this looks like a good series. In a lot of ways, I guess this could be propaganda against gaming and internet stuff, but still, in theory, or on paper, this looks like a very good series. It could be a very interesting series, and you can be fascinated about it, but the way it's presented, it's so unrealistic. It tries to make it look like people that browse the internet are demons, but also it tries to make it look like all of us that browse the internet, we literally are crazy, and we don't even know what we're doing. That's basically what this first episode is trying to do. So, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Just instant drop. Just instant drop. Flat out drop. Now, I recommend don't watch it, but if you're curious, check out the first episode. You may like it. Who knows? If you like it, go for it. Like the series. I won't, judge you in any way if you love the episode. But to me, dropping. Just dropping it. So, letting you all know, that's my first impressions on this series. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. And you all have a very, very wonderful day. Chibi out.